Hi guys, 18 Dap here and welcome to potentially the final episode of Season 2. I say potentially because if you were with me in the last episode you will see we don't want player stats, we want standings. We are currently sat in 9th on 68 points. We are 6 points behind Middlesbrough, who are just in the playoffs on 74, but they're looking quite good form. We beat them in the last game. We've got Norwich and Leeds who need to drop points as well. So it's a tough ask with 5 games to go. And we've got some very tough games coming. We've got Preston who are fighting for their lives down at the bottom. We've got Cardiff and Burnley who are both fighting for the Championship. It looks like them two are getting automatic promotion. We've also got Brentford in the last 5 games as well, who are looking to cement their place in the playoffs. And then the final game of the 5 is Swansea City, who look like a steady mid-table team. Positive season, definitely a positive season. Our aim was to avoid relegation. Let's have a look at the objectives and see if we have met expectations. So 4 youth players, we've got that, but none have really broken through into the first team. There's Elliot Carter, who's looking very, very good. Brand exposure, 1 crucial first team to midfield or forward. We signed them. Happy days. Financial, finished the season with a profit margin of 9 mil. I'm hoping our position in the Championship gives us that, because it's been very difficult to earn any money, but we're 9% there, we're alright. Avoid relegation was the objective or the expectation. Definitely done that, and within 2 seasons finished mid-table, so we might have ended up ticking that one off as well. We got to the round of 32 in the FA Cup as well against Manchester City. That was a good day out, and no continental success because we're not in Europe. So a very, very positive season. Let's see if we can get into the playoffs. It's an outside chance. It's going to be tough, and the first game is against Preston, so let's get into it.
Goodness me, it was a terrible challenge, and the referee could only send him off for it.
See, it's times like that, I have no idea what's going through his mind there. Absolutely awful.
So guys, a little mid-section in this video because it is very tight at the top. Some crazy games there. A very good 2-0 win against Preston, and then I don't know what was going on against Cardiff. A ridiculous first half. The sending off, that finishing 4-2 I think it was. Only just played it. Ooh. No, 4-3. Yeah, the own goal at the end. Thought I was wrong. And then the Brentford game, thought there may have been some late drama. We've had late drama at Brentford before, but it wasn't meant to be. It finished 1-1, and I think that is our playoff hopes done and dusted. Oh, Vicky's in the background. Hello, Vicky. That puts us on 75 points. Middlesbrough in 6th on 80, so 5 points off with 2 games to play, so mathematically not impossible. But Leeds or Borough will be the ones who take that, I think, because we've got Burnley away now, and they have a chance to clinch the title at home as long as the result for Cardiff goes their way. Cardiff are playing, let us have a look. Cardiff are playing Charlton, and Charlton are mid-table, so you'd expect both teams to win it, Burnley and Cardiff, and the title to go down to the last day, but we will see. In other news, a couple of transfers before we finish up. We have got rid of Brad Halliday is going to LAFC. Nejalkov has agreed terms with Portland Timber, and Lawler has agreed terms with Sandhausen. So 3 players going out. I have got a couple of players coming in which I'm very excited about. We've got Connor Wickham up top, 71 overall, 28 years old. He's coming in on a free transfer, as is Connor Townsend, left back, to replace Nejalkov. Along with Connor Wickham coming in, transfer listed Vassell, and trying to replace the worst rated player in each position with somebody better to improve our chances of playoffs next season. So that's a couple of players moving around. Let's get into the Burnley game. Hopefully finish off with 2 decent results, but we will see. So that ends this season. As you can see on screen, tournament prize money for where we finished, £8.4 million. That will do nicely for next season. A great win against Burnley, spoilt the party for them at Turf Moor, but Borough won their game, so it was done and dusted by the time we went into our final game against Swansea, and you could tell that both teams were on the beach, finishing 1-1. 79 points, first season back in the Championship. Very, very happy with that. Hopefully next season we'll turn some of those 16 draws into wins and we should get playoffs. Playoffs consist of Fulham, Sheffield United, Brentford and Middlesbrough. Leeds just missing out by 3 points. And Burnley did in fact win the Championship in the final game. 112 points, that is unreal. Cardiff on 111. And then you've got Fulham and Sheffield United both breaking triple figures on 108 and 106 as well. So just shows how ridiculously tough the Championship is. We'd love to see Rovers back in there in real life, but I think the jump between League One and Championship is a different level, and we would struggle without investment. Without that investment, I think we would really, really struggle. But hopefully we will get there. It would be nice to see us up there again, playing some of the big boys, and then who knows where you can go. Bottom of the table, Oxford, and following them down to League One are QPR and Preston. Blackburn just surviving. So all that's left to do is play through the playoffs. So let's have a quick look at the Championship playoffs, see if they've been played out. No, they haven't. It's Borough against Fulham, Brentford against Sheffield United. So we will continue a little bit further. All that's been played by now. Got a couple of transfer offers for Vassell. We'll accept those and it'll hopefully add a bit more to the budget so that we can get a few more players. Strengthen this squad. I think we're improving the weaker areas. It's just about getting stronger players in that will potentially push some of the first teamers down the pecking order a little bit. So we're now at the end of May. Surely playoffs have been played now. First leg has been played. Fulham are 3-0 up against Borough. Sheffield United are 1-0 up against Brentford. We move forward a little bit more. Playoffs very late in the year. We're going into June now. Crazy. Kyle Vassell has been sold for 1.05 million to Huesca. So that's freed up some budget and hopefully added some to the transfer budget. And we also have an international management offer for Paraguay. Don't fancy that. Let's get back to the playoffs, see who is joining Burnley and Cardiff in the Premier League next year. It is Sheffield United. So Fulham finished 5-0 aggregate winners against Borough. Sheffield United finished 3-0 against Brentford. So Sheffield United, Fulham, both ex-Premier League teams. Sheffield United come out on top 2-1. So South Yorkshire club back in the Premier League is nice to see. Hopefully we will follow them next year. I'm going to leave the episode here. If you've enjoyed it and you're looking forward to next season, season 3, stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. Comment in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.